各位国家元首、
heads of state and
政府
government,
首脑、各位国际组织
heads
的
of
负责人，
international organizations,
现在我
I now
宣布，
declare
第二届
that the Leaders'
“一带
Roundtable
一路”
of the
国际
Second
合
Belt
作
and
高
Road
峰
Forum
论
for
坛圆
International
桌峰会
Cooperation
开幕。
opens.
2017年5月，
Back in May
我同在座
2017,
的许多领导人一
many of
起，
us around the table
在此举行了首届
attended
高峰
the
论
Leaders'
坛
Roundtable
圆桌峰
in
会，
the same venue.
发表了联合公报，
Together, we issued a joint
确立了
communique,
共建“一带一路”的目标、
identified the
原
objectives,
则、
principles,
举措，
and measures for Belt and
达成了
Road
多项
cooperation, and achieved
具体的
concrete
成果。
deliverables covering many areas.
2年来，
In the past 2
我们
years,
本着共商
under the
共建
principle of
共享
extensive
原则，
consultation, joint contribution,
全面
and
推
shared
进
benefits,
政
we have
策
made
沟
all-round
通
progress in policy,
设施联通、
infrastructure,
贸易畅
trade,
通、资金融通、
financial,
民心相
and
通，
people-to-people connectivity,
为世界经济增长注入
lending
了新动
new
力，
impetus to global
为
growth
全球发展开
and
辟了
opening new
新空
space
间。
for global development.
我们再次举行高峰论坛，
Today, we are gathered here
就是希望同各
for
方
the
一道
second Belt and Road Forum.
绘制
We wish to work with all
精
parties
谨细腻
to
的
advance
工具化
results-oriented implementation of
让
projects,
共建
just
一带一
like
路
an architect
走深
refining the
走实
blueprint, and promote
更
more
好
solid
造福
progress in our
各国人
cooperation
民。
to deliver greater benefits to our people.
第一，
First,
我们期待同各方一
we
道
hope to work with all
完
parties
善
to further
合作理念，
substantiate the guiding
着力
principles
高质量
for
共
high
建
quality
一带一路。
development of Belt and Road cooperation.
我们要把共商共建、共享原则落到实处，
We must implement the
做到
principle of
集思广益，
extensive consultation, joint contribution,
尽
and
失
shared
所
benefits
长，
to see that all have their
惠及各
voices
方。
heard, all reach their full
要
potential,
本
and
着
all
开
stand to
放、
benefit.
绿色、
The BRI
廉
must
洁
be
理念，
open, green, and
追求
clean,
高标准，
and follows a
惠
high
民生，
standard, people-centered,
可持续目标。
and sustainable approach.
要把支持联合国
We should make our support for the UN
可持续发
2030
展
agenda
议
for
程
sustainable development
融入
as
共建
integral
一带一
part
路，
of Belt and Road
对一些国
cooperation.
际上普遍认可的规则
Align our cooperation with
标准
universally
和最佳实
accepted
践，
rules, standards, and best
统筹推
practices,
进经济增
and
长，
pursue economic
社会
growth,
发展，
social
环境
progress,
保护，
and environmental
让
protection
各
in a
国
balanced
同
way.
步受益，
The BRI should be
实现
beneficial
共
to
同发展。
all and deliver common development.
第二，我们
Second,
期待同
we
各方
hope
一
to
道，
work with all parties
明确
to
合作重点，
identify cooperation
着力加强
priorities
全方
and
位
strengthen
互联
all-round
互通。
connectivity.
我们要继续聚焦基础设施
We need
互
to
联互通，
continue to focus on infrastructure
要深化
connectivity
智能制造、数字经济
and
等
deepen
前沿
cooperation
领
in
域
frontier areas
实
such as
施
smart
创新驱动
manufacturing
发展
and
战略
digital economy to achieve
要
innovation-driven
扩大市场
development.
开放，
We must
提高
open our
贸易
markets
和投资
wider
便
and
利化
enhance
程
trade
度，
and investment
做到无
facilitation
上齐流。
for unimpeded flows of
要建
goods.
设多元化
We need to
融资
build
体系
diversified
和多
financing
层次
systems
资
and
本市场
multi-tiered capital markets.
要广泛开展内容丰富、
We
形
should
式多样的人文
Promote
交流，
extensive people-to-people exchanges in various forms
实施更多的民生合作项目。
and undertake more cooperation projects that help improve
总之，我们
people's
要打造
lives.
全方
All
位
in
的
all,
互联互
we
通，
need
推动
to
形成
achieve all-round
基
connectivity
建引领
that produces
产业
multiplying
集聚
effects
经
in
济发展
infrastructure development, industrial
民生改善的
clustering,
综合效
economic
果。
growth, and people's well-being.
第三，
Third,
我们期待同
we
各方
hope
一
to
道
work with all
强化
parties
合
to
作机
bolster
制，
cooperation
着力构
mechanisms
建互联
and
互通
foster
伙伴关系。
partnerships on connectivity.
我们要共同推动建设开
We
放
need
型
to
世
build
界经济，
An open
反
world
对保护，
economy and reject
继续把
protectionism.
共建“一带一
We
路”
must
同各
make
国发展
continued
战略
efforts to enhance the
区域和国际
complementarity
发展
and
议程
synergy between the
有效
Belt and
对
Road
接
cooperation
协同
and the
共享
development strategies and agenda
通过
at
双边
national,
合作
regional, and international levels
三方
through
合作
bilateral, tripartite, and
多边合
multilateral
作的各种
cooperation.
形式，鼓励更
We
多
need to
国家的
encourage
企
the
业
full
深度
participation
参
of
与
more countries and companies,
做大共同
thus
利益的
expanding
蛋
the
糕
pie of common interests. In the spirit of multilateralism, we need to earnestly advance the institution building for Belt and Road cooperation to provide a strong underpinning for our practical cooperation in various fields. I'm confident that with all of us working together, we can build more consensus and achieve more outcomes at today's roundtable, and that our joint efforts to promote Belt and Road cooperation will bring greater benefits to our peoples and contribute more to the building of a community with a shared future for mankind. Dear colleagues, we now start the first session of the Leaders' Roundtable. The theme for this session is boosting connectivity to explore new sources of growth. Connectivity is the main focus of the Belt and Road cooperation. During the first Leaders' Roundtable of the BRF, leaders of participating countries had an exchange of views on this important topic and recognized that connectivity is critical to removing the bottlenecks constrain development, in driving the development of relevant industries, and in providing stronger impetus for development. For the past 2 years, building on the consensus reached at the first BRF, China has been working actively with various parties on connectivity cooperation, which has seen good progress. A large number of roads, railways, ports, and other infrastructure development projects are up and running or underway. We have seen multiplying effects in infrastructure development, industrial clustering, economic growth, and people's well-being. While today's world economy is at a challenging moment, with rising uncertainties and destabilizing factors, compounded by a lack of drivers and growing downward pressure. In this context, it is even more to further step up connectivity cooperation. There are a number of questions to be answered, including how to generate greater international attention to connectivity, how to ensure high-quality, resilient, and sustainable infrastructure development projects, and how to coordinate the hardware and software connectivity and achieve all-round connectivity. These are the topics that we need to seriously consider. In December last year, the Advisory Council of the Belt and Road Forum, consisting of many renowned international figures, held the first meeting, and they came up with a policy recommendation report on the Belt and Road cooperation. The report has included many valuable views and recommendations on greater connectivity, policy synergy, and the implementation of the 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda of the United Nations. The report has provided useful references for our discussion, and the report has been circulated to you through the diplomatic channel.